So it's been an incredible long time since I have uploaded to my YouTube channel. I know that it may seem that I'm like discouraged or something, which I'm not. I just been extremely busy with life, work, and everything else in between. So I had to put my priorities first over YouTube. That's just like a number one thing to anybody that enjoys different sets of hobbies, and technically YouTube is a hobby because I'm not making money off of this. I'm just doing it to put in my 2 cents and my opinions about the gaming industry and the gaming world itself. And I thought I would, after 3 weeks, I was like, yeah, it's about time for me to upload a video, because it's been nearly a month now. Actually, it's been probably over 3 weeks now since I have uploaded. Like I said, I was incredibly busy, so I thought that I would make a video talking about the new Operation Parabellum for Rainbow Six Siege, and I think I'm going to make Rainbow Six Siege my main game on my channel. I will occasionally upload other games. I will be making another video later on today, hopefully talking about the new Hitman 2 trailer and my thoughts on that, because I've always been a big, huge fan of Hitman since their very first game. But now to talk about Operation Parabellum, talking about Maestro and Alibi, and I actually have some gameplay of the map Villa and of the two operators. They might be short little clips, but it's kind of hard to get those operators and play as those operators, because everyone wants to jump on board and play with those two operators. I really do like both of them. I think they are awesome. I think these are my two most favorite operators since a long time. I've never really felt so like oh wow, this is awesome, or so hyped about two operators, like I have, about these two operators. And I've put, Maestro and Alibi to use. Some of the things that I'm going to talk about, I didn't have a really big opportunity of capturing because I was just too busy playing and enjoying the game itself. But I'm going to talk about Alibi first. I believe that Alibi, depending on its situation, I think her gadget is most useful to completely distract and potentially slow down players. A lot of times, the way I had a situation where I placed two of my Alibi holograms, and the enemy team, a lot of times it's rushers. They would rush around the corner real quick and run into Alibi. Once they run into Alibi, they get highlighted. So, like where they are, is specifically pinpoint accuracy of where their location is for a few seconds. So I found that being more useful than Alibi being in a place where they'll see them through like a peek and shoot at them. Because usually they'll be like, okay, she hasn't shot at me yet, so I'm guessing it's a hologram. So they avoid shooting it. People play a lot more cautiously now because of Alibi. I think that they should have just kind of less explained her gadgets in the trailer to make it more of a surprise to players on how to go about going up against Alibi. So I think that would have been more useful. I also put, Twitch and IQ in particular into good usage. Twitch, being for destroying obviously cameras, shocking, defenders, and, taking out those holograms, which is useful. However, I also believe that IQ locating the holograms is probably the most versatile operator right now is IQ, and I really feel that IQ and her play level, or the amount that she's going to be chosen now, will increase significantly, and I really hope she doesn't not get a nerf or anything, but I feel that she's very useful to kind of help out the attacking team. But in the same time, it's almost like you might be like, oh, she's by that doorway, there's the hologram by that doorway, so either players avoid that area at all, going to that spot, because you never know where the real Alibi might be hiding. She could be lurking right there around the corner waiting for you to kind of try to sneak past a hologram if you know that it's a hologram, and then she'll shoot you. So also, I feel that you can place her depending on, just in general. I think what's a really good idea, and I hope that, nobody has figured this out yet. Hopefully I could be the first guy that has figured this out, but I believe that you can place Alibi's holograms in doorways. So if they were to rush in the doorway and you're hiding around the corner, they rush through that doorway. You know that they're there because let's say, okay, who cares if they know that it's a hologram? Because if they choose to destroy it, you know that they destroyed it, so you know that they're close to that hologram. If they decide to take a chance and run through it, they get pinged, and basically you know where they are. So I think that is probably the most prime and best way to use Alibi's holograms, is to place her in doorways where players are going to be, high traffic areas where they're going to be moving. So if they're flanking you, or and get notified that they're within that area. So it makes you kind of make better decisions on how you're going to go about defending, an objective, like just any objective in general. So I think that's the best way to use Alibi from my personal experience. Some other players that may be a little bit better in placement of Alibi's holograms might find a better usage for her gadget, but I feel like her gadget is most useful if you place it near doorways where they come through and they'll run into Alibi, which ultimately then notifies your whole team that that's where she is, which also helps your team bring that attacker down, which I think is the most efficient way. Now, talking about Maestro and his gadgets, he has 2 cameras. They can only be destroyed by explosives, or if it's the little sliding, little bulletproof or whatever glass opens up so you can shoot that laser, then you can shoot it, or Sledge can hit the camera and take it out. So I would say either there's 2 options that, from my experience with Maestro's Evil Eye camera / turret. I believe that the best placement for those are in areas where you know that they're going to have a strange peek on you near an objective. So they see that and they might think twice to try to peek that. Then if they get pinged or marked, or if they get shot at by Maestro's camera, they're going to think twice to peek that, because Maestro could be on the camera, but your teammate can also have a clean peek, just so they avoid themselves being peeked, but they can peek. So if she or he or an attacking operator tries to go on the offense or run away, you can see that they're running away or what they're doing, or you can potentially take them down, or you can take and hide Maestro's Evil Eye in a very hidden spot that overlooks an objective or a particular area, and kind of surprise the attacking team with taking shots at them, which ultimately either will have them fall back, or they're gonna just run away and run towards the objective, which then they're gonna, if you place it right, let's say to the left is where they're gonna go. If they run left, they are gonna go towards the objective. If they go right, they're retreating. So if you place it in a way where, you can either have them retreat, or if they panic and they run towards the objective, which is left, let's say as an example, or for the sake of an example, then you can, that they're coming towards the objective, and you can have 2 or 3 players have a good peek, and no matter where they go, they're probably going to end up getting shot. And that is how I believe Maestro's cameras are best used, is either having them be placed in choke points where they either have to go towards the objective or away from the objective, which ultimately slows them down, or placing them in hotbed, meat grinder areas where that they're going to break through that window and try to peek towards the objective and shoot into the objective, either, like throw grenades or flashbangs in there, or try to peek it and try to pick you off or other players off. I think putting it, even like out in the open where they can see it, kind of might intimidate them or make them think twice to peek that spot, because either you can take a few shots at them and close that little window, so then they can't destroy that camera, because they would have to physically, unless it's Ash, of course, or something like that. But even then, she might miss, or if she tries to, she gets peeked and killed by one of your teammates. So I believe that on that level and on that note, that's where Maestro and his gadget comes into play most effectively in those two options. But anyway, I'm the Mint. Hopefully you enjoy the gameplay in the background. If you have any comments, definitely leave comments down below. If you do like this channel, if you do like this video, I do apologize, obviously, that I haven't uploaded in a while. If you do like this video, if you like my thoughts and opinions on it, definitely hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Also, I will be making another video later on today about Hitman, but also about the mysterious Easter eggs that I have already found on the new map Villa. I don't know, I haven't really checked YouTube if anyone else has found anything specific, but I kind of wanted to, kind of show what I found. I don't know what all of it means, but kind of its location, symbols, and one really special, interesting thing that I kind of want to explore a little bit more and see if there's anything else to that I can find. So definitely look out for that video. It'll be coming later today, and that's all I got to say. Peace.